Hey guys, what's happening? As said earlier, we are getting ready to get into the panel discussion. I pray you all are being blessed thus far, that you've shared this post with someone, that you are commenting, that you are showing love with the emojis in the chat. But we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. We're not going to be before you long, but we have some questions that I'm going to be asking, and I'm going to be submitting these questions to the panel. Let's see what they
I was thinking about just the fact of, as a new generation and believers, that we shouldn't put emphasis on a day, because in different cultures, the Jewish and different cultures have a different, monthly and calendars. So if you miss the purpose, and I think as believers, we should always focus on the purpose, not these individual days and holidays, because that will cause a distraction. So God's always wanted us to focus on the purpose of why I sent my son. The carrying of the cross to me always symbolizes, for me personally, is that every day I got to carry my assignment. Whatever God has called me to do, no matter how hard it is, I got to carry this thing. It's purpose for me that I fulfill this, not just for me, but I'm doing it for others.
That's good.
So Jesus was not just going to the cross just for himself, but it was for others. So I look at myself and I say, okay, I got to carry my cross for the next generation. I got to live holy and be an example so that others might be set free.
Wow. Okay, fiery panel. You guys are ready.
I was thinking too, to add to that, was the idea of understanding and knowing that we are redeemed. And to be redeemed means we first once belonged to God. And then we have to understand that every day it had to be a sacrifice made in order for us to come back to God. So God redeemed the world back to himself through the Son. And that's what I think about when I look at the cross, and I celebrate it because it symbolizes and it reminds me that there was a decision made, that someone made a decision to obey the Father in order to be the bridge between man and God and bring us back to him. He redeemed the world back.
Wow.
For me, it would definitely be being kicked out of high school and then being accepted only in an academy school, getting involved in gangs. When I really experienced a closer relationship with God, it changed my character.
Come on.
I really believe that the blood is real because it gave me a more enlightenment to learn how to love people because they are made in his image. And it also, I was able to, what really let me know is the fact that I was able to discover my purpose in life. I struggled with that personally for a long time, the identity and purpose. Being the only dark-skinned child in the family, you always get picked at. People used to joke and say, you're not really a part of the family. All type of stuff that used to mess with my mind. And I mean, when God shifted that, he really was able to help me be able to understand my purpose within my bloodline, with my brothers and my sisters, and people he placed me with, to where that blood just really gave me a passion to love God's people. And I think the more we continue to draw closer to him, we begin to first learn to love ourselves. That's something I was always taught, growing up in certain churches, you were taught not to love yourself. And then God was like, no, love yourself, because you can't give someone something you don't have. So when I experienced that blood exposed that. That's something that people has to really tap into, to where we're just not trying to preach something just to tell you, but there's something within the blood that if you understand it, it opens up a level of knowledge to where you understand who you are in Christ Jesus, and no one can discourage you from what God has called you to do.
And I feel
to everyone to really continue to let this moment be a lifestyle. That what you are hearing and what you're feeling right now, God speaking through and to you, this is what he always wanted, was a relationship to where you can hear him clearly and he can change you from the inside out.